We can all agree that blasters are a necessity if you're a non-force sensitive loser. But how different would the galaxy be if blaster fire was just as scarce as Rey Palpatine's force training? The rules for this challenge are as follows. A single beam of plasma being released from a weapon is one shot. Grappling with a gun does not count as a shot because, for this challenge, I'm strictly looking at shooting in terms of fighting, not traversal. Which level do you think will have the most required shots? Starting off, levels 1-1 and 1-2 aren't anything special. Just fight your way through the droids and finish with no shooting. On to level 1-3. Fortunately, shooters can punch their way through enemies. Unfortunately, they cannot destroy objects without shooting. So, this flower pot and questionably shaped object have to be shot to open grapple points to progress. Weirdly enough, enemies cannot shoot down this window, leaving the honors up to you. The same thing applies to this target. I tried hitting these targets with lightsaber attacks, but only shooters can shoot the targets, which is what targets are meant for. The rest of the level can be done with a Jedi. Level 1-4 is a pod race with a pod racer that doesn't even have any weapons. I really liked level 1-5 because the whole level can be done without shooting. Just progress all the way through the level as normal with one of the Jedi. You don't even have to bother with switching to a shooting character. In the part where you save the pilots, you can use the Force to jump up here and kill the security battle droid. Carefully make this jump to kill this one as well. Save the last 4 as normal. Level 1-6 requires no shooting as well, as the Jedi just chase after Palpatine's secret Sith apprentice. Level 2-1 isn't that difficult. Use torpedoes to destroy everything required to get past these laser fields. Shoot at Zam Wesell 10 times to defeat her. Level 2-2 doesn't have any shooting characters, thus no shooting is involved. Level 2-3 is fairly no shooting friendly, until you get to this part. As previously demonstrated, targets can only be hit by shooters, making this 2 shots up here, 1 per target. I tried to do some kind of trick or glitch to get up here, but nothing worked. I also tried flying R2 over the lava, but the gap is too far. So, another shot is required to blast this pillar down to get R2 across, to then get everyone else over. Level 2-4 requires nothing, just fight the stampede of droids. Level 2-5, fortunately, you can play as normal, blowing up these force field generators to get to the droid command center. Do the same thing here, utilize bombs to blow up these lasers, and then blow up these battery looking things. Level 2-6 also yields no shooting. Chase Count Dooku and watch Yoda wipe the floor with him. On to episode 3 with level 3-1. There are a handful of shots required for this level. 5 to destroy the side of this droid ship, 2 to destroy this droid ship control room, 2 to open this hangar, and 2 more to open this hangar to end the level. Level 3-2 follows 2 lightsaber wielders, so no shooting happens here. On to level 3-3. I was worried about these 2 bombs here, but I figured out that jumping very close to them triggers their explosion. After Grievous jumps up here, it's impossible for Obi-Wan to get up there, so 1 shot is required. I gave it multiple attempts. Oh, that one was so close. And luckily, I did make it over by jumping off of this bomb. Ooh, I made it. I actually made it. Unfortunately, I could not actually hurt Grievous without the bomb, requiring another shot. Finish Grievous and the level is completed. Level 3-4. The first part is normal. After witnessing Order 66, save this Wookiee by allowing Chewie to smooch each stormtrooper for them to die of embarrassment. Do the same for this one. Save the last Wookiee with Yoda and progress to the next section. To skip these targets, get into this AT-RT to jump Yoda up to this platform. Jump Yoda over the drawbridge and into the next section. Fight every incoming droid and just keep progressing as normal. Ascend Yoda's escape pod as normal, finishing 3-4 without shooting once. Levels 3-5 and 3-6 both follow Force users, so no shooting is required in either of them. On to episode 4 with level 4-1. This level is fairly simple. You can just punch your way through the waves of stormtroopers and continue through the Tantive 4. In this section, it takes 5 shots to blow up this bomb to cause Vader to run away. At least he isn't throwing a tantrum like his grandson though. After Leia uploaded her feet pics into R2, the rest of the level is played normally, except without shooting of course. Another shot is required to destroy this container in front of R2's panel. After that, 3PO and R2 blast off to Tatooine. Level 4-2 is played using Ben the whole level. Get to the Jawa Sandcrawler, free R2 and C-3PO, dry up the mud, and make your way to Ben's hut. No shooting is required. Level 4-3. This level is normal until you complete the ATST build. This gate requires 1 shot to blast open. Once inside the Cantina's entrance, these magnetic repulsors? Anyway, they cannot be destroyed via lightsaber, requiring 4 more shots. After meeting Han and chasing Garandan, push this bomb to the door and blow it up with 1 shot. Now, I'm not entirely sure what happened, but I managed to get the stormtrooper off of this dewback with 1 shot. I think it was because of the power-up, but regardless, it took 1 shot. Get Han and Chewie to the Millennium Falcon and fight off Garandan. This whole section can be done by deflecting blaster fire with Ben, and using the Force to slow Garandan down to kill him. Level 4-4. Getting to the R2 panel doesn't require any shooting. After Ben runs off, punch your way through the Death Star's corridors. 7 shots are required to kill all of the Imperial employees to allow Ben access to Force build this bridge for you. Another shot is required to blow up this barricade. The rest of the level can be done without shooting a single time. Make your way to the cell block and save the princess. Level 4-5. The level starts off fine until you get to this room. This barrel thing is in the way of the buttons, so it needs to be destroyed with 1 shot. Go through this corridor using the levers, and I didn't know this, but this section actually spawns a finite amount of enemies. I just always assumed the stormtroopers respawned indefinitely, but they don't, which makes this section that much easier. Grapple across this chasm and enter this corridor. There are 3 doors, each of them is opened by shooting this door control, which is 3 shots. This door can be built slowly, utilizing respawn invulnerability. Slow and steady wins the race, am I right? Shoot this door to enter the final area. This area doesn't require any shooting, which makes a constant barrage of stormtroopers a pain. Hit each lever, panel, and slew of buttons to release the Millennium Falcon. Level 4-6 is another vehicle mission. You can play this mission completely normally, except using torpedoes to blow up the barricades. Once at the Death Star's weak spot, there are 12 turrets, each requiring 1 shot to be destroyed, revealing the Death Star's weak spot. On to episode 5 with my favorite vehicle level of this run, Hoth Battle. This level is played without shooting by focusing on progression rather than the enemies. Use bombs to blow up the blockage and progress through the level. In the final section, the probe droids are the biggest problem. You see, they cannot be destroyed by bombs. However, they can be killed by bombs that blow up near them. I think you know where this is going. Destroy each probe droid with a bomb blowing up at the right time. The ATSTs and AT-ATs are killed using bombs as well, but they're easier to deal with. You can then blow up this rock with a bomb to get a power-up. Once you have this power-up, you can fly directly overhead these probe droids so their shots are deflected right back at them, killing them in the process. After that, this level is done with 0 shots. Level 5-2. After leaving the first room, the NPC enemies, unfortunately, cannot shoot this heater themselves, so it requires 3 shots. Destroy this gun with 3 shots, and then destroy this gate using the gunner with 3 more shots. Use 3 more shots to destroy the containers blocking this door. Free 3PO, and enter the next room. Shoot this container to get a power-up to then deflect shots at the gunners to destroy them. Shoot this gate 3 times to then build C-3PO's panel. Shoot the other container to build this vehicle to launch C-3PO up to his panel. Use 3 shots to destroy these other containers blocking the buttons to go help Chewie. Use the same power-up trick on these gunners to destroy these force field generators, both taking 3 shots. There is a fourth shot for the right one to remove the container blocking the way. For level 5-3, my gameplay varied each time I played through it. Because of that, I'm going to be showing the optimal run to get the least amount of shots for this level. In the first section, each turret takes 4 shots to be destroyed. Since there are a total of 16 turrets in this section, the total is 64 shots. For the asteroid field section, shoot 1 asteroid for 3 torpedoes to fire at this blockage. Shoot another asteroid for 3 more torpedoes to clear this blockage and carry 2 into the next section. Destroy half of the targets and shoot another asteroid for 3 more torpedoes to clear this blockage and to take out one of these targets. I think you know the strategy at this point. 1 shot per asteroid, which yields 3 torpedoes each. Shoot another asteroid to finish off this blockage. Shoot 2 asteroids for 6 torpedoes to destroy this asteroid. Level 5-4 is nice because you spend most of it as a Force user, which means no shooting. The only hiccup is at the start with this bush, which is normally required to be shot, but it can be bypassed by R2 swimming through the swamp and over these dead bushes. Level 5-5 is played in the exact same way. There are 3 shots that are required to get through this door, however. At the start of level 5-6, Boba Fett will implement his ramp attack, which can be defended by shooting this gate in front of this lever, which will control Z the stairs. Punch Boba to get him out of the air to punch him again to hurt him. Follow him through the doorway, and instead of going through the process of getting 3PO, which will require 3 extra shots, you can do this door trick which will teleport Lando, or any other character, through the floor and past the door that requires C-3PO to unlock. Get up to this landing pad, and get the characters across and up to this ledge. A shot is required to destroy this box and then move this other octagonal prism out of the way for 3PO. Shoot down this thing to clear the path for 3PO. Play the rest of the level as normal, except with punching as compensation for our handicap. Fend off 30 stormtroopers to then enter the Millennium Falcon. On to the final episode, Return of the Jedi, level 6-1. There are 12 shots at the start due to each arm defending the palace, taking 4 to destroy. The rest of the level can be played normally due to Luke playing a big role in the level. Level 6-2. Utilize Luke for the whole level. Hit Boba at the right time to knock him down to then damage him. Get across to Jabba's barge and across to the entrance. Inside the barge, this gun is required to pass this gate, which takes 5 shots. Yes, I did try to jump over prematurely, but this game likes extra steps. Play the rest of the level normally, and get to the top of the barge. Unlock these targets and use 2 shots to blow them up, killing Jabba's fleet. Level 6-3. Jump on this plant to get over this log, and jump over the second log to get into this area. To avoid every speeder chase segment in their respective shots, using player 2, get both players into this corner. Do a flip, and at the peak of said flip, drop out player 2 to cause Luke to jump off of the speeder and over the electric fence, into the next section. Climb up to the top of this Imperial outpost, strip the satellites, and shoot all 4 of them. Level 6-4. This level is a pain because it has nothing but shooting characters. At the start of the level, shoot these wooden boards 4 times to unblock 3PO's panel. After that, progress to this spiral staircase and ignore every trooper that comes your way. Shoot this blue object so it's not in the way. Shoot the cylindrical piece to then move the battery into its correct position. Finish this section and descend down to the forest floor. Destroy these plants to build this turnstile, which costs 6 shots. Shoot down this panel's cover with 2 shots. Open both gates to progress. Using this catapult, hit this gate 5 times to meet this ATST. It takes another 5 shots to free this ATST of this waste of space vermin whose birth certificate is apology for the con, in fact, to free this ATST of Carl, the friendly stormtrooper. Blast open this blockade with 3 more shots. Blast this gate open with 3 shots to get Han, or whoever, up to the platform for someone else to get across to the base. Once on top of the Imperial base, destroy these 2 valves to finish the checkered floor to push this off for 3PO's panel. Inside the base, shoot the door 3 times to open it. Do the same thing for the doors on the left and right. Shoot this and that to unblock these buttons. Shoot this wall to use this battery to make the ascension more handicap friendly for 3PO. In the right room on the ledge, you can build this bridge and get R2 across to this hole for Wicket. Use Wicket to get to the other side of the glass to pull the last lever. Build the bombs and the level's done. Level 6-5, thankfully, only has Force users, so no shooting fired from this level. On to the final level of the run. Level 6-6. A vehicle level. At the start, there are 4 Star Destroyers who are required to be euthanized. They each have 2 torpedo targets at their control rooms, while the torpedoes are carried by the TIE Fighters. Each TIE Fighter costs 4 shots to take down. Doing some math, the minimum amount of shots in this section is 32. 4 per TIE Fighter, 1 TIE Fighter per torpedo, and 8 torpedoes for all targets. Progress through the Death Star's disabled successor and into the core. There are 6 electric defenses powering the core, which takes 1 shot to destroy each. Another shot to destroy the core's carapace, and a torpedo to finish it off. Just fly through the GIMP Death Star without shooting any of the obstacles, and make it out after dying half a dozen times. Thank goodness that this section isn't restarted upon death. I would have definitely given up on this challenge a while ago if that happened. That brings us to the end of this challenge. We ended up with a total of 281 shots across all 6 episodes, all 36 levels. The level that has the most required shots is, to no surprise, level 5-3 Falcon Flight, with a total of 70 shots. Thank you all so much for watching the challenge. I would like to thank MattSun1843 for this video idea. If you have any challenge suggestions, leave them in the comments below. If you like this video and want to see more like it, please consider liking and subscribing because that would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to share this video with your family and friends, and as always, see you later and have a great day.